Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to Controversies of the Day.
With Logan.
I was going to do that. We're going to do it the other way around. That's Logan, I'm Jay. Great to be here with everybody. How you doing out there, everybody? Again, all of our thoughts and our prayers, everybody out in Maui. Oh my God, those crazy fires. Have you seen that crazy stuff? Nuts. Oh my God. Yeah, not good at all. So all our best to everybody out in Maui, that Hawaiian island, and hopefully they get that under control as soon as possible. Well, today I think we're going to talk about otherworldly things, Logan.
All right.
Otherworldly things. Look, there's a lot going on here, folks. Is it something? Is it nothing? I don't know. Okay, now before we get into it, because I know you have a lot to say about this, and I got a lot to say about this too, and some of it's serious, and some of it, can be lighthearted, and people like to have fun. Talk about UFOs. We're going to talk about space aliens a little bit. There's a lot going on, man. I mean, I don't know if there's an agenda, if they're getting us ready for something. It's creepy. It feels that way, and yet, in the past, one can argue that some of this stuff's going on before. There's been a news cycle of this before. There's even people out there saying that, again, on the conspiratorial realm, that there'll be a Hunter Biden corruption, story going on, and then like within 24 hours, all of a sudden, boom, there's a UFO story. There's some weird algorithm going on out there. Somebody's got that theory going. Not saying there's anything to that, folks, but anyway, some of you even got that kind of distraction going. But this is a topic you and I think we might differ a little bit on this one, don't we?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you take it more of a real thing. You think it's more plausible than I do. I don't. It's definitely not what I think is going on. I think it's just a distraction, smoke and mirrors.
Smoke and mirror, huh? And that's a fascinating thing too, because we have all this AI now, right? Artificial intelligence, and we have all this Hollywood and blah blah blah. I mean, could they even fake something? Could they even stage something?
Oh yeah. So there was an old thing called, I believe it's called Project Blue Light, and it's about technologies that exist that they're able to, more or less create like a fake second coming or an alien invasion.
Ooh.
Usually that type of talk, that conspiracy, gets real thick when some new alien movie comes out, at the Independence Day, or
I like that one.
Aliens in general, or Prometheus. That was a big one that came out on the last timeline of alien things that could happen. To me, it was, if they were going to pull the trigger and do something like that, maybe they're just getting people ready for the idea, put it out there more. There was a movie with I can't think of the guy's name.
Well,
Seth something. Anyways, they made it with an alien, and they say this. The alien tells them that, well, the reason that I look like everything you've seen is because the government knows, the world knows, the leaders and whatnot, and they've done this to get everyone acclimated to the idea that this is what we look like, this is what it is.
Was that the one with Simon Pegg?
No.
And Seth Rogen plays the alien?
Yeah, Seth Rogen. Yeah. You're right. That's what it was.
And he said there was no God! So that just really got me mad. Anyway. But that's fine. That alien can believe what he wants to believe. That's okay. Smoke all the marijuana he wants to smoke. I don't get that guy. Judge Apatow made you, Seth Rogen. We'll get into you another time. Anyway, so what you're thinking that no, we're maybe probably alone in the universe, or
I want to say alone in the universe, just that we are not. I don't see any reason for anyone or anything to try to contact us. I don't think we provide anything useful to another civilization or what have you. Not to mention, let's think about our own history. Every time we come across something new with a civilization that is below us, they get destroyed. And we take over and we make it ours. We do it with any empire that's crossed this earth. They've gone into a lesser civilization, and they destroyed it. So if that were to happen, I think if any aliens I don't think they'd have to spend decades studying us. I think, again, if they had the technology to get across space, how far away it is, they'd have the technology just to take a couple of us, figure out how we work, whatever kind of sci-fi movie type shit would happen, and then they just take us over. I don't really see a humanitarian expedition of aliens to come. I don't think that would happen. I'm a little bit more cynical about it, I suppose. But I don't think we'd have any kind of contact outside of them just coming in.
So I'm with your cynicism, but I think I'm more likely that it's happened because I am cynical. I am negative about everything. The glass is half empty, everybody. I do worry. I don't know if we could be food. Miku, Kaku, whatever. It's a real guy, everybody. I'm probably saying his name wrong. The scientist. He recently pondered that publicly. I don't know if you saw that within the last year or so. Like, we got to be careful. And he was critical of us sending out signals to the universe, looking for ET. ET, where are you? Hey, we're Earthlings. Hey, he's like, what are we doing that for? If they're really out there, he said, then we'll look at us as food. He said it. It goes back to an old Twilight Zone episode. Maybe we'll get into that if we got time. But I'm a little dark on the whole thing. There's all this lore out there, folks. To be fair, myth, whatever mythology, whatever you call it, of aliens and having contact with our government, other governments. Maybe trading a certain amount of humans every year for their experiments, whatever they're going to do for giving us technology. We've had an incredible amount of technology move forward. The average, college professor will tell you, well, it's like this. It gets a momentum thing. People get smarter and smarter, and then all of a sudden it starts moving really fast. Okay, maybe that's how technology's been moving from a human perspective, or maybe we've had a little enhancement here and there, pushing us more. I don't know. We've made incredible strides in the last 100 years. I mean, that's true whether it's of this world or without. The other thing that gets me, Log, is all the unexplained history of planet Earth. And, I just love the Giza pyramids in Egypt, but there's structures all over this planet that you just look at and you're just like, wait a minute, somebody was really, okay, if it was humans, whatever. They made this, there was intelligence here, there was maybe more technology here, there was something here, and then it went away. Where did it go? That it was some cataclysm, a flood, a volcano? Is it something, natural disaster that took it away, earthquake? Where did it go? And then it seems to pop back up again, and it's just fascinating to me. I mean, as silly as it sounds, we just had a few billionaires go up in space like 2 years ago. A bunch of them had a little space race with each other. It was Branson, Bezos, and was it Musk? I don't know. They were all doing their thing. I would like one of you crazy billionaires, build a pyramid. I want to see you build one just like the Great Pyramid of Giza. I don't know, do it in Nevada, do it in New Mexico. Just for kicks and giggles, okay?
See, Musk is more along the lines of what I think happened, what you might think happened, as far as there was something here and something took it away and it was lost. He's had Twitter videos or videos in general where he's mentioned things like that. He thinks there was something before, like the last big ice age we had, and whatever ended that ice age to bring us to this new age is gone to the world. It's been destroyed, hidden, a bit of both, I would imagine.
Graham Hancock and Randall Carlson have touched on this.
Are probably the biggest people to get any kind of information like this out of. There's a handful of others. I wish I could remember their names, but there's a bunch of YouTube folks that really do their due diligence in trying to explain these things and bring their truth to it, and try to show what they think might be facts or what are facts to prove this type of event could have happened. But yeah, they definitely believe something much greater than us existed before us, and not in the technology that we think with computers or phones and all this stuff. It was more of it was just a different branch of technology, maybe more of a natural or world type something. I mean, Nikola Tesla used to do it too, right, with the pyramids, claiming that he could get energy, draw energy from the sky and transmit it to other places. You want to talk about Giza again and other giant landmarks like Easter Island or
there you go, right?
Göbekli Tepe. These all lay on like ley lines and all this stuff where all these things seem to have all the stars, the equinoxes, all this stuff back then seemed to have mattered in such a way that they were able to create or do something that we can't explain now, so we just take it as, it's nonsense, they're just doing weird stuff, But who knows? Again, Giza being one of the biggest things that you can't discuss.
Yeah.
How? We can't do it today with today's technology.
That's what I'm saying. I want to see somebody do it. I'm still amazed at what they did. Maybe you could do it today. I would love it to be filmed, documented, how long it took, what technology we had to use to make it. I mean, I would just love it. And these crazy billionaires, if they got money just to, as they say, pee away, PIS away. Why don't you guys do that? Do it in the desert. You could hire a bunch of people. Be a jobs program for a while. You can make it a whole tourist site. The America's Pyramid, whatever. Do it in Texas. Do it in New Mexico, Arizona. Wherever, Nevada. Just, come on, let's do it. Do it. Show us how easy it is. It's so easy. Oh, they just had these logs and they put these 2,000-pound blocks on these logs and they just rolled them. And then they were able to get them up here and they got them just perfectly up. I don't know. You could do it. I'd like to see it done. I'd just like to see it. I don't know. Easter Island. That's wackadoo. These huge structures on this island. I mean, wait a minute. Where did they get this stuff? How did they? It's just amazing, folks. Stonehenge freaks people out. So many topics. Now, does any of it prove space aliens? Does any of it prove otherworldly influences? Well, technically, no. But it's just part of the lore. I think it's why the myth keeps going. That's what I think. Now, we did have some stuff here. David Goresh, I'm not sure how he says his name, supposedly worked for the Air Force. They're ripping on the guy now. I don't know if you've caught any of those hearings yet. There's some wild stuff on there. You might check some of that out, or at least there's some highlights of that. And it's funny with our Congress people that they handle this guy. I told this before. I handle him very well. I mean, because they're curious too. And there may be even a little bit, dare I say, ladies and gentlemen, 2023, a little bit of bipartisan curiosity. So anyway, I mean, we'll see what happens. It feels creepy to me. One of the recent headlines this week, and they do kind of put out this clickbait a little bit, was that King Charles, King Charles, that he said, or he's being pressured. He needs to try to get England to expose more or come out more with what they have, and for the whole world to know more about UFOs and alleged space aliens. So what the connection is there, I'm not exactly sure. I guess as King of England, he's actually King of the Church of England? I did not. What the heck is that about? Well, like he should be the king of he should be the head of the church. What's wrong with you blokes? Come on now. Come on, mate. I don't understand any of that. But anyway, King Charles, so we'll see if he comes out with something. I guess there's some documentary out there. Hey, we're giving you a plug. Yeah, Christopher Lee. I don't know if he's anything to do with the vampire actor. I don't know. Anyway, but that's part of his name. I was Michael Christopher Lee. I never trust anybody with first names like that. But anyway, he's got a documentary there called God versus Aliens out there. So we'll give you a little plug. I don't know if it's any good, people, but give us some feedback on that. And by the way, the subscribe button, make sure you pile drive that subscribe button, okay? And click likes and do everything you can for us. And give us some feedback on this show, Logue. So, I don't know, do you have any more final comments today? Again, I have a funny feeling this one isn't going to go away. We're going to be coming back to this one down the road.
I think it's smoke and mirrors, just like everything else that's happened in the media to kind of distract us from real issues in regards to what you think those might be. I think with all the Trump stuff going on, we'll see more about this. We'll hear more crazy stories. I think they're just going to sensationalize sound bites that happen to get said with no maybe real proof. I don't know. I don't think it deserves to be up on the news headlines like we have.
All right. This is going to be a fun one, folks. Again, I just want to be clear. I'm very cynical in my own way, very dark and very negative. And if the egocentrism of a lot of religions just believe that we're alone and we're it, I'm fine with that. That's beautiful. We as humanity, we can't get along with each other. We're just violent, vicious creatures, okay? So imagine there's these other creatures out there who may have a whole other agenda, look at us as food, or take part of our body parts and turn it into medicines, or some sort of a steroid that they use. Things that we humans do to the, like you say, to the natural world right here on Earth. Yikes! So, a lot to think about there, folks. I've never seen a space alien, as far as I know. I mean, we've worked with a few crazy people here and there. I thought they were from another dimension, but maybe I just saw the Twilight Zone. Too many episodes as a kid. and those aliens were taking those people off that runway, and somebody runs it. No, it's a cookbook. How to serve man. Well, anyway, they deciphered this alien book, and it's a great Twilight Zone episode. And of course, Rod Serling had something to do with Planet of the Apes, so just if I'm a wackadoo, it's all Rod Serling's fault. Okay, he's not with us anymore, but brilliant guy. Love the Twilight Zone. Love it all. I've never seen an alien. I've seen stuff in the sky. It could have been the Air Force. Could have been stuff from this Earth that we just, somebody hit Mach 12 or whatever, and took off. It was kind of cool to see. Kind of freaked me out, but I have no proof that it was, from another universe, another planet. I have no idea. I keep wondering, though, my friend, if I'm right, okay, and again, I just my gut, that this is all to prep us for something, and just like with the woke crap and the crap of 2020. And the fourth turning, and how we want to get rid of old history and create all this new stuff, and this weird turning of time, that something new is coming and some big announcement's coming. But I hope I'm wrong. I really do, folks. I really do. Sometimes I think maybe what it would be, it's just throwing this out, there's a possibility, is that one day they're going to be a big press conference at the United Nations, wherever, and they're gonna say that they found structures on Mars that they know were created by design.
I think they're going to use the moon first.
The moon first? Okay.
Yeah, I think with Russia and China, somebody's having some big race to get to the South Pole first. And I saw an article about how they found like one of the biggest metal deposits of some sort underneath the moon.
Wow.
Like or underneath the surface of the moon.
Okay.
Again, just a giant deposit or something. So I think the moon's going to play more of a bigger factor before Mars does. I think Musk is going to keep Mars in his little pocket, and the moon's kind of what the world's looking at now.
There you go. Fly Me to the Moon. Great tune. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Jay.
I'm Logan.
This has been Controversy of the Day with Logan and Jay. Thank you so much. And I don't know, how did they used to do that in Star Trek? Or, I don't know, Nano? All right. Thanks, folks.